Warning: the following podcast contains violent scenes that may be unsettling to some listeners. Listener discretion is advised.
The sun hangs heavy over the Valley of the Setting Sun. The Valley of the Setting Sun is a Scion 2nd edition game set in Phoenix, Arizona, and starring Craig as Sir Nicholas, Slavek as Jesse, and Mitch as Gary. Join our heroes as they adjust to their new powers and navigate the tangled roots of the Scion community. Will our heroes be able to achieve their destinies, or will their bones be left to dry under the desert sun? You can reach out to us on Twitter at twin_cities_VTM or on Facebook at Twin Cities by Night, where you can find a link to our Discord. Alright, yeah, you go up and get Asterios some food, and then you bring him back to the castle. I'm willing to bet. Unless you want to do something else first.
Unlimited salad bar, and take advantage of that.
So yeah, there's like an awkward scene where like Asterios is just sort of like sitting crammed to it's like a booth eating just salad, like with like a big fervor.
Yeah, and then we all sat down to be polite. Nick's looking at the menu, and it's like all burgers, and he's like, close the menu.
So yeah.
We just say like, since he has like the giant horns and everything, right?
Yeah, he has. It's not quite giant. They're definitely, you can tell like there are a couple of 4 inches long, but they're not that big.
Sir Nicholas will call Sir Mavis up and have her bring her open top Jeep, just so we don't poke holes up in Gary's car.
All right. So after some finagling, you all manage to get back to the castle without causing too much property damage. So Asterios it was just thank you. Where am I exactly?
I guess it's a long story, but my real mom arranged for it. Let's just say.
Okay. You can tell like he's a bit confused by that statement. More than a bit confused, actually.
So, how did you end up where you were?
I was with my family long ago, it seems. Then people came, fought, took us, separated us, put me on a big ship, brought me here, I think. Then they bought me, and they put me in the cage, and I don't know how long. He just goes quiet after that.
Don't worry, we'll help you. And Jesse will call Detective Alana Johnson.
She's like, hello, Supernatural Division.
What time of the day is it anyway? A good day, officer. Or detective. This is Jesse.
Oh, yeah. I remember you. Yeah.
Right. Well, we've been doing this thing, and we happened to come by and rescue Minotaur. He seems pretty confused. Doesn't know how he got into the city. Thought you might give you a heads up.
And Minotaurs, they're popular in the black markets for trade like that. Okay. Wait, how old is he? How big are his horns? Can you tell me?
Like 4 inches.
Definitely dealing with a teenager then, maybe even younger. All right, that's definitely that's definitely within our purview. Okay, so I'll send a unit out there to pick him up if that's okay.
This is Scion. Alcohol is part of everyone's culture.
So yeah, she lets you know that. Yeah, do I have you guys' permission to take him off your hands?
Well, yeah, just seems a bit spooked. Okay, Asterios, this lady here.
Well, he's where was the lady?
A lady will come by and she'll try to help you find your family.
Thank you. And then he just sort of he sits down on like a couch somewhere, just sort of staring off into space.
Nick feels really thankful now that he didn't opt for leather furniture yet.
All right, so yeah, what are you guys doing? You got a Minotaur on your hands right now.
What did the officer detective lady say, Jesse?
It's probably around teenager age, maybe a bit younger. It was something else. Oh yeah, they're really popular on the black market apparently.
Like human trafficking?
Yeah.
Or Minotaur trafficking?
Apparently.
Should we get him chipped at a vet or something, just in case?
Well, I mean, they're gonna stop by, take him off our hands, hopefully.
Will he be safe with the Phoenix Police Department?
Well, probably more than here. You've seen the fortress they have, right?
True. I mean, they do get taxpayer dollars buy all that stuff. So
Yeah. Well, either way I see it, if they're gonna go after him and they get him back, then that's just fate.
right, maybe we should ask him some questions before he's no longer in our custody, so to speak.
Yeah, you go do that. I'm gonna get some beer.
Nick nods and then walks back into the living room.
Asterios is, sitting on the couch, just sort of like twiddling his thumbs, I guess.
So, do you know anything about the person or people who were holding you captive?
They talk a lot. Sometimes I hear them. They mention a party a lot recently. Something about something they were supposed to get, didn't get, needed it for event, I think.
Was it some sort of drug?
They just said some woman with a briefcase supposed to be by, didn't show up. They just kept saying they had to find something else for the party or something.
And Sir Nick will describe the latest Loki guys that he was aware of. The female one is like, did you ever see a person that looked like this?
Once she came by one point, said she looked at me, said she'd trade for me.
Did your captors make that deal?
They said yes, but she never came back. Supposed to give them something for me and use it at some party they kept talking about happening soon.
How long ago was this?
He thinks 2 weeks, maybe. I do not know. I do not know how long. It stays strange down there. No light.
Nick nods in agreement. Did your captors ask you or force you to do anything magical?
They just told me to keep the place doubled and hard to find.
Was it difficult?
It's hard to do for long.
So requires constant attention and maintenance?
Yes, short times easy, but long hard.
So listen, my friends Jesse and Gary, they're getting a hold of the police department to try to figure all this out. What do you want to do?
Asterios, he just looks a bit stunned by the question. Like he clearly doesn't really know how to answer that.
Do you have some sort of preference on where you'd like to be?
You safe? You save me, please. I want to be safe.
Nick will nod. All right. Well, when the police get here, you tell the nice lady detective what you want to do and answer all her questions, and she'll make sure that we work to see what's best for you. Does that sound all right?
Okay.
Is there anything you need? Is there anything you want?
Bed?
Nick nods and, I got this extra room over here. It has a bed of sorts. And he gestures to the futon that Jesse typically would crash on.
Okay. And then you see Asterios, he looks at it, he sort of nods at it, then he just curls up on it. He's just out immediately.
Nick will shut off the light and close the door and go back into the kitchen.
All right, do you guys want to do anything before the police get there, or want to just what?
Maybe set one of my knights to guard the door, just make sure nothing happens. Check the window outside, just make sure. I mean, we have security systems and people, but Nick will feel better if someone was actively looking at it.
All right.
Gary's going to check in with his guys, see how they're doing, get an assessment of injuries, and if he can get like 2 or 3 of the least injured ones to sort of come up to the castle and hang out here as well.
All right, yeah, you definitely tell, there's a lot of bruises, several cuts, 1 broken arm, a couple of bruised ribs here and there. So yeah, you get 2 of the least injured ones, no problem. All right, so then, you see the police car sort of pull up to the outer part of the block, because like I said, the castle is up on a hill thing, and you can either drive up or you walk up the hillside. So you see Detective Johnson walk up and see, hey, you have the, what'd you say his name was? The Minotaur?
Yeah, his name is Asterios. He's asleep right now.
Okay. Well, look, I don't want to cause too much of a fuss. So, do you want to just pick up, you want me to go get him, or what did you say? Dude, what did you say?
Well, I'll bring him here, and he'll talk to you. We'll figure it out from there.
Okay.
Wait 1 second, and I'll have one of my knights go check out and make sure it's really her.
What do you mean? Who, the Johnson?
Yeah, like Nick's thinking back a few nights ago when some Fae just randomly showed up at his door, and one of his retainers was able to like discern that it was not some sort of trick.
So, what, you're going to have them try to suss out whether or not Johnson is, human or Fae, or like, what are you specifically
Correct.
looking for? I guess to see if she's human or not, or Fae or not, I guess it would be manipulation, or I'd say maybe cunning, and empathy.
That's my spotting bullshit specialty count here.
You'd have to like role play that a bit, just to like ask questions like, are you human or not, for that to work.
Yeah, okay.
So
Yeah,
I
so
could be talked into it, I guess. Yeah. Tell me what exactly are you saying to like sort of test her?
yeah, like so before she gets into the doorway, like the door will be open and me and some of the other knights will be like questioning her about like where was she earlier? When did we actually meet? And sort of not give her permission to enter and just see if she's able to do it anyways.
Right. So yeah, first of all, yeah, she walks into the doorway, no problem.
Okay, that was a big one. But yeah, I'll make the roll.
All right. Yeah.
3 successes if we're spotting bullshit, and probably more since he still has my guitar pick.
All right. So yeah, you're talking to Detective Johnson, and everything seems all right, but there's something you just quite put your finger on about the situation. You're reasonably sure.
All right, Jesse, would you like to get our guess?
Yeah, I'll do it.
So yeah, Asterios walks out, rubbing the sleep out of his eyes. He just, hello, police lady.
Asterios, this is Detective Johnson. She's going to ask you a few questions. Just tell the truth, exactly like what we talked about, and we'll see that nothing bad happens.
All right. Yeah, so she immediately just gets down to, asking him, what do you know? How can you describe where you were, the people around you, how long were you there, rough estimate, all that sort of stuff. And it goes, and Asterios answers as best he can, and eventually at some point she says, okay, all right, that's enough for me. She makes a note on her notebook. Okay, so you said you wanted to come down with and leave with me, I think? Or did you say that? Somebody said that.
Well, that depends on Asterios, I guess. We thought that maybe you could see if he could be reunited with his family somehow.
If he needs a place to stay in the meantime.
We have several places for, people like him. Plenty of places for people with larger statures or specific necessities, requirements.
Does that sound okay, Asterios? Is that what you want to do?
He just looks a bit. He just sort of like shrugs back to you guys. It's like, I trust you guys. You saved me. I like you. And you see Detective Johnson just sort of looks a bit annoyed. Like, okay, are you sure you want to stay here? At this castle. Asterios nods. Very well. Very well. All right. Well, thank you all for your time. I'll make a report of this, and we'll see what we can do about this investigation of finding his family.
Keep in contact, please, Detective.
Will do. Have a good night, everyone.
Good night.
And then she nods to everyone, and then she leaves.
Sir Nick will see her out.
So yeah, do you say anything to her before she leaves, or you just see her out?
Sir Nick is again reasonably sure that it's actually Detective Johnson and not like Loki in disguise or something. But he'll say, "Sorry about that, Detective. It's been a really weird couple of weeks, and we just want to make sure about everything. Don't want to."
Oh, don't worry. I completely understand and agree with what you're going with and the precautions you take.
Yeah, I know. You kind of trust us enough, but you still made me give up my sword and my mace when we went through the security that last time, right?
Make everyone give everything up when you go into the station, okay?
Nick smiles because he wasn't able to trap her, but okay. Well, let me know if there's anything we could do for you.
Okay. You have a good night now. Stay safe. Bye. Then she gets into her car and drives off.
So Nick will come back. Gary, Jesse, reasonably sure that's her. just feeling super paranoid about all this.
No, it's fine.
Gary's going to open up the special Tinder account and start swiping right. But, keep his phone away from Sir Nick so he can't see what he's doing.
Oh, yeah. Is Sir Arcade here?
Yeah, I think so.
Hell yeah. And Jesse goes off to find Sir Arcade and try to convince him to join his fight club.
Nice.
It's early in the afternoon right now. There's still plenty of daylight left. And you heard Asterios mention something about a party going on.
So that wasn't the one from a couple of weeks ago. It's a new party?
Correct, yes.
Nick will ask him, so when exactly is that supposed to happen?
Asterios just sort of scrunches his face up, and when the migration happens, I think they said something about that.
Out of curiosity, how many days until the Father of Knives is supposed to come and do something crazy?
I believe we said two more days.
2 more days.
And when he says migration, all of you, give me a intellect and either a cult or cultural.
It's wonderful. My 2 dice. Someone has to fill the momentum pool, and I actually got a success.
Gary also got a success.
Yeah, I got 4 of them. I'm really good at culture.
Sorry, but
With 4 successes, you definitely know that at the end of the month, right on the same day the Father of the Night is supposed to happen, the Thunderbird migration is going to happen. Which is it's like a local thing, which sort of signals like the end of the monsoon season.
I take it this isn't a classic car rally.
No. So for those listening, Thunderbirds are sort of like this creature that is seen to be thunder or bring thunder or storms with them in a lot of Native American cultures. And so for this sake, we're saying that literally that's like a whole flock of them, migrate through the area at the end of the month, signaling the end of the monsoon season in Arizona, which is when a lot of heavy rain and thunderstorms happen. And so essentially for like the night and the day, there's going to be like this huge storm rolling over the whole place. And also very much like you don't mess with Thunderbirds when they're doing their things, because they will freaking curse you and leave you unable to die, sort of stuff. So yeah, they're heavy duty hitters, especially when the whole flock of them like that. So yeah, now you know that. And it's, like there are several events that happen during the Thunderbird migration. Like there are some parties and stuff. There are some viewing things from safe distances. All kinds of stuff goes on during the migration.
Is it like a Scion version of Burning Man?
I think of it more. It's almost like start of the fall season, almost kind of holiday
like a
thing.
New Year thing or something like that.
Yeah, like a changing of the seasons type.
Chinese
thing.
New Year, but with Thunderbirds.
Sure. Yeah.
I feel like this should be under Gary's purview mostly.
Always down for a good party.
And you do know, like in your years as being like a reporter and stuff, you have like covered several events. There's like some upper scale, like there'll be like some supernaturals, like Scions in the local area would gather together for like parties and stuff. Maybe like a couple of actual gods who you suspect you're not quite sure will show up at these things. So there's all kinds of big stuff going on that day.
Excellent. I need to pick an outfit. Ooh, I need to pick Sir Nick an outfit.
All right, yeah. So you start planning your outfits for the whatever you decide to go to the gala. What do you do? What was Jesse and Nick doing right now?
Right. So Sir Nick is going to take a quick detour out of the castle, and it's not that far from the college center, correct?
And it's like a 15-minute drive, I would say. Not quite walking distance. Nothing's really a walking distance.
So Sir Nick will grab one of his knights and have him drive him to the big fountain there.
Yeah, it kept telling me it's like a lake thing, like a man-made lake.
Yes, but in my mind, there's also a fountain there. When he gets there, Nick is sort of gonna just like start with his backpack on, start just walking into the water.
All right, yeah.
Try to cross over into his mother's realm.
Right, yeah. You manage to like get through, and you definitely feel like with your backpack, you definitely feel it's almost like there's the aura you feel from it, almost like it almost starts to intensify, and almost like it's like reacting to something.
Like a volatile reaction or like a sympathetic reaction?
Sympathetic reaction, yeah.
Nick will kind of just let whatever sort of stimulus is going on just bring him down and draw him closer to the realm.
And so, yeah, you sink down further and further, and then you cross over. And once you cross over, you definitely feel like, as you get closer, some of the other people you met there, they stop and stare at like your backpack when you get close to them.
I'm gonna go try to find my mom.
She is off at like a forge somewhere, like working over it, like literally like with her hands, just like almost like clay, molding a sword into like being.
Nick will walk into the room and kind of like, well, she's in front of a forge, so he was thinking about kneeling down, but he's not gonna kneel down in front of a forge. That'd be silly. But kind of just like stand and then just kind of like reach into his backpack and pull out this heavy piece of metal wrapped in rags and just kind of stand there waiting for a reaction.
She just looks at you and you found peace.
I think so.
She walks over towards it, and then she just gingerly pulls aside the cloth, and right in the middle of the cloth you see like it's like a piece of a sword, very clearly like just with jagged edges, but it's still clearly like looks a lot like the other pieces you saw of Excalibur.
Like the one from the tapestries, not from the movie?
Yes, sure.
Sir Nick will just like hold it out like in his hands and like proffer it to her.
Yeah, she gently like takes up pieces of metal and then she just holds it in her fingers, and then she like puts her hand on your shoulder. You did good, son. You have done great.
I felt it calling to me, Mother.
It knows when its forgers are nearby. They can react to us at times. Wants to come home. Then yeah, she ushers you up and she says, "Yeah, I'll restore it to its proper place." She hands it back to you.
What do you mean?
She like gestures back, points back towards where you saw the little like altar with the other pieces of Excalibur. She wants you like to put it on there.
Nick will kind of like take a few steps, stop, take a few steps, almost like he feels like there should be more ritual involved than just
more
walking.
ceremony to it. Yeah,
because it's just like him and his mother in a forge right now, and he feels that like some sort of reverence must be had at this, and he'll kind of take the wrappings, and he's like he's afraid to touch it at this point, and he kind of like takes a piece of the cloth and kind of like uses it to kind of set it down and pulls it up and
yeah, you definitely
back.
You see like it fits right in with the other pieces.
Nick will inspect and see if it's like whole, or try to guess how many pieces are missing.
I think I said something earlier when we first did your character creation. Like I forget what I said back then, so I'm going to say that you definitely see it's more whole, but there's still a couple of pieces missing. You almost got it.
Nick will kind of bow to the altar and just kind of like step back and turn and face his mother.
Yeah, she embraces you. You're just saying thank you again for this.
It was not without help. 2 others and maybe fate itself led me there, but I feel I owe at least one for the services to retrieve it.
Then you will pay your debt, and they will be in accord for that.
Yes, I have a feeling I know what he wants. I don't think you'd approve.
And then she just sort of smiles at you. It's not too bad, is it?
Just a little less than knightly behavior.
And then she just sort of smirks at that. She just says, "Oh, the things I could tell you that Lancelot got up to." And do you want anything else with that, or do you just feel like that's good for leave off that scene?
I think that's a good end to that scene.
Okay. So what was the second thing you wanted to say you get done?
Oh, it'd be separate.
Okay. So
Nick was really thinking that he's fairly certain that the Asterios is safe, but he's now doubly suspicious, and he was thinking of possibly calling Mel to see if she can work up some wards for the young bull person.
Okay, so I think we're going to cut to Jesse trying to talk to Sir Archie, then we'll come back to you for that part. All right,
What I'm saying is, bunch of Scions and other powerful people duking it out and getting better at fighting things.
I am not adverse to martial tournaments. It's just that he looks at you with sort of like you can tell he wants to say he's trying to pick his words carefully. I am not sure your managerial skills are quite up to the task of keeping everything orderly.
Well, it's not going to be just me. You see this? As this guy, his name's Kieran, right? He's from one of the Celtic
the Tuatha De Danann?
Yeah, right? and he's going to be helping me with that. And it's going to be great. And Sir Nicholas, by the way, he's going to be there too.
Truly.
Oh, yeah.
Huh. Okay. I will agree to this for trial period. If after the trial period is over and I am not quite satisfied with your leadership in this endeavor, I will withdraw.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
All right. Any chance to show up those stinking 200 nod is fine with me. All right. So yeah, it's just you have one more person to add to your fight club. Yay! And now we're going to cut back to Sir Nicholas after he's left his mother's domain, and he's now back on dry land.
Nick is kind of like hanging around by the edge of this man-made lake reservoir thing near the fountain, and he pulls out his phone, which, because of his abilities, to survive the trip, and sends a text to Mel and says, "Hey, might be able to use your help. Have need of wards protecting someone who is young and needs to find his family."
All right, yeah. So when you said that, she texts back, okay, that's okay. There might be two different things. Might need some hair or blood to find family. Boards, I would need to be there in person for that.
Nick texts back, "Sure. If you want to, he's staying at my house. If you want to come over sometime."
Your house?
I'll send you the directions, and sends her the directions to Dovera Castle.
All right.
And kind of like with a pep in his step, walks back up to the car and gets in with his retainer.
All right. So yeah, I'm going to cut over to Gary for this. So Gary, what are you doing right now? You know Jesse is off doing his thing. Nick went off to do his own thing. What are you doing?
Gary's totally checking to see what's going on with the Thunderbird migration. Parties, get-togethers, bonfires, orgies. He's probably picking out what outfit he should wear and thinking about what he's going to have Sir Nicholas wear. He's also been swiping right on the special Tinder this entire time, trying to set up more dates for Sir Nick.
All right, so yeah, I'll say that because you're using your magic phone, you're going through the thing and you look through like your email list, and you actually there is a special one just for like your supernatural folder part. And basically, it's like it's an invitation for a party concerning a lot of the local Scions in the area. Basically, it's like an invitation for like you and all the other Scions to like meet up for the migration.
Who sent it?
Theophania Jones. And then you see a little addition on top of the email. Like it was like there's like an official invitation to it, and then like a little subnote below it saying, "I was asked by my mother to do this."
I'm going to check. Is the full list of recipients in the sent box, or is it a blind carbon copy?
I'd say you have to make a roll for that to see if you can do some techno-magical stuff to see if you can get the recipient list.
What should I roll for that?
I'd say that's an intellect and technology roll. Or occult, whichever is higher.
All right, 3 dice it is.
Remember, you still got momentum, and the session's almost over.
We have a bunch of momentum. 4, I think.
Yeah, whatever. I won't use
Dump it all in there.
2 successes.
Oh,
All right. So yeah, with that, you manage to like do some magical hacking, and you see like a list of the recipients. However, you can't. Some of them are like names you haven't really heard of before. Other ones you do recognize a couple of them. You see like Koshi is in there because it's not like quite like email address. It's more like names.
Okay.
You see Koshi. You see like Kieran, Hikaru, Francisco.
Oh, Francisco's coming! Yay!
Theophania.
I was mostly looking for Francisco. Yeah, so Gary is now going to put a lot more effort into his outfit, just on the off chance Francisco shows up. He's also going to hide some knives in his outfit, just in case Francisco shows up.
All right.
And then he'll like call up the guys and be like, "So he'll call Sir Nick."
All right.
Yeah. What's going on? And you kind of hear the wind rushing through because he's in the car.
Oh, we got a party to go to in a couple of days. I'm going to come by tonight to help you pick out your outfit. I'm going to need you to not wuss out on this one.
Okay. Asterios said something about a party, and some of his captors might have been there anyways, or thinking about going. So we should definitely check this out.
Perfect.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, I'll be over. Well, I'll be back to my place. You're still at my place, right?
Maybe? Where am I?
Are you asking me? Okay, I don't.
I'm assuming I'm at his place. I'm just.
Yeah.
Garrett's just
I don't
being
think
an
you.
ass.
I can't see a reason why you would have left.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, I'm at your place.
I'll be back soon, but we gotta make this quick. I got a girl coming over.
Oh? Wait. Is she one of mine?
I don't know.
Can I
Yeah, I'm not. I don't think she's Acer. And Nick will hang up.
But that's not what I. All right.
Out of character. Nick doesn't know that like all these. Like he knew that he was set up by Gary for a couple dates,
But he doesn't know the full extent of all
correct. Yeah.
that. Okay.
He still thinks it's Loki who's trying to
Mess
stick
with him.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So yeah, I'll say you get back to the castle, and it's starting to be later in the afternoon, and then you hear another car pull up, and you see actually a taxi pulls up, and you see Mel get out and walk up. I'm guessing you're watching from the ramparts or whatever at the top of the castle.
Yeah, sure. That seems suitably impressive.
With the wind blowing through your hair,
Yeah.
trying to pose but failing.
What outfit did Gary set out for me?
What happened to you get for him, Gary?
Probably something tight. Like literally physically tight. Gotta enhance those assets, Nice tight pair of jeans, a tight t-shirt, something that'll really show off the muscles, the sword. Yes, tight pants that really show off his sword.
All right. So yeah, I'm gonna guess Nick is the one who wants to open up the door for Mel.
Yeah, he'll kind of like make sure that she sees him standing heroically atop of his castle because he thinks that's the sort of thing that would impress a woman. And then come down, probably takes him a little bit longer to get down than he thought, and opens the door. Oh, hiya!
And you have to. I'm guessing he was sweating a bit, panting a bit.
I mean, Nick's in great shape and has purview over water. He can keep the sweat back.
Fine,
I thought the Ohio was dorky enough.
Okay, fine. You got to be a little bit cooler.
Yeah.
All right. So she touches to a bag, her backpack she has. I brought several, some reagents and markers and stuff to put out some wards for the person. Where are they?
Yeah, just this way. And he kind of opens up the door and lets her in. Not quite making a show of opening up the door for her, but doing what he thinks chivalry's about.
Oh God! All right, so yeah, she nods to you, and then she walks in. She actually looks a bit impressed by the castle. Wow.
Yeah,
I remember I used to see this place whenever my parents would drive me these places when I was younger, and I would always see this place, and I always wondered what it was like in here.
Don't worry, the furniture's temporary. I'm told I need to get better furniture. Yeah.
Then,
anyway,
you see that she looks right at one of the old couches and stuff that are faded and holes in some places. Well.
I mean, I used what I had. Anyways, he's over here, and Nick will kind of lead her to one of the guest bedrooms with the futon.
All right, yeah. So you open up the door and there's Asterios just sort of standing in the room, looking over in a corner somewhere. She's just oh, Minotaur. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, we rescued him from both Phoenix and New York at the same time. It's weird, but yeah.
Truly, I've heard about that. That they could double overlay places on top of each other like that. It was true.
Apparently, he was kidnapped and sold into servitude because Nick doesn't quite want to say slavery, and we're trying to find his parents. We got the police involved, but he seems to be comfy here. Anyways, Asterios, this is my friend Mel. That's Asterios.
Hello, she says. Asterios sort of slowly nods back to her.
Asterios, this nice pretty girl is going to help me protect you and possibly find your family. I'm not making promises. I don't know how exactly it works, and Nick sort of realizes that he's rambling. Kind of.
Yes. I'm not quite sure how we'll react to Minotaur thing. I think it should be human enough for the magic to latch on, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. So yeah, she like leads Asterios out of the the little guest room and like the main room. Then she says, "Now, okay, okay. So I'm going to have to draw some circles around you, and I promise they're not going to do anything bad to you. They're just going to sort of mask you from bad magics that would attack you or people who might want to find you. Got it?" Asterios just sort of nods in place. Okay, yeah, and then she like just sort of like reaches up to like pluck some of his arm hairs off. Okay, yeah, don't mind me. I just need a couple of. Okay, so yeah, she turns to Nick. Just how he looks a bit thin. He's safe here, right? You're not gonna let anything bad happen to him, right?
No, I got like 7 other armed knights in my service, and I got I got a sword myself. I'm not too bad, and a castle, and I got friends with a bunch of other Scions and the police department. I don't think there's much safer places that he could be, Nick says, almost boasting.
You actually have a point there. You're right, yeah. Though she does like sort of look at you, and then she notices like the little cut part of your shoulder. Okay, yeah. So
he healed that.
yeah, but did you change? I'm willing to say you didn't change his shirt though.
Yeah, he's wearing the outfit that Gary set out for him.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Never mind then.
No worries.
Trying to shut me down. All right. Yeah. So yeah, she like gets to work setting up magic and stuff. You see, like she draws like a chalk circle in the floor around Asterios, doing little bits and bobs of candle here and there.
Dick is like watching her very carefully what she's doing.
And then you see like one of your knights pops up, and he sort of leans into you. They say like, "Yeah, okay, yeah, looks like she is doing very beneficial magic. Nothing obviously malign with this."
Of course, I trust her.
Just giving you some advice, sir. The knight, sort of wanders off. They stay in the room. They just sort of keep an eye on it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you see like she sets up like the whole circle and everything. Then she sort of like just takes it takes a little pin, just like pricks her finger, and then she like puts a thumb right on like the middle of a circle. Then next thing it looks like a feet like magic sort of like it's like pulled from the air and just sort of like circles around the Minotaur. And you could feel like a cloak is like being settled upon the Minotaur, and like how it's wrapping itself around him. And then next thing you know, it just sort of like it's almost like seeps into his skin, and then it just ends. The spell just ends. And then you hear Mel's, okay, so that should keep you from any obvious scrying spells and anything like that. So yeah, that should get you good. And then I don't have to tinker with the family spell thing. It should have done something by now. She like gestures like a little crystal she tied the hair around. It's not doing anything right now, so I'm gonna have to tinker with the spell a bit. So yeah, I'm sorry, I can't get your family to you just yet, but I will keep working on it.
Nick speaks up. Oh yeah, take all the time you need. If you need to stay here for a couple hours or whatever, just make yourself comfortable.
Oh, thank you for that. Yes, thank you. I'll just she just lists off her like a sublist, like a list of like ingredients she might need. Then you see like the knight who told you had to talk to you earlier. So okay, yes, we have several of those ingredients around the place. I will fetch them for you. So yeah, she like just goes off to like a little another room in the castle and just sort of like sets to tinkering on like a little workbench.
Nick will watch, but try not to act creepy about watching.
All right.
Faith and belief in a greater power, or even a pantheon, is a theme in many of our games. Sometimes faith has a darker side. If you like this aspect of gaming, consider checking out our more fiendish story arcs, Inferno Temptation, War is on Fire, and Demon the Fallen Fragments.